Hi, Gerald. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I'm good, and how are you?
All good, all good. Nice to meet you, by the way.
Yeah, awesome. Likewise, it's nice to meet you as well.
Perfect. Well, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Chris. Welcome to Sales Process. I'm the onboarding specialist who's just gonna be covering today's call. Um, we're gonna wait a couple of minutes until everybody joins. Hi, Shamim. How are you? Long time no see.
I know. I've been like busy now. I'm just catching up for the month of May. So you should be seeing me often.
Very nice, very nice. Well, actually, my colleague who was covering for me.
Hi
So
Chris, are you available?
give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah. As I was saying, my colleague Hyun was covering for me, and it is a very long time since I hosted um the Friday calls, okay? We're just gonna wait 1 more minute and see if there's any other guest waiting. And if not, we can start, okay? Just as a reminder, usually on Fridays, we're covering the uh, purchasing frequency features, okay? So we are gonna mainly cover automations and topics on how to stay engaged with our clients and leads after any purchase or after any interactions with them, okay? Okay, I do see more people joining in. That's nice. So let's just wait 1 more minute and then we can start. Okay, now I think we can start. Let me share my screen real quick. Then let me know if you can see my screen now. Can you guys see my screen? Perfect. Okay, so for today's topic, what we're gonna be covering again is how to make an automation and engage with our leads and clients, okay, after they have purchased any product, whether it's a physical product or a service, okay? So the way to go is we're gonna go to automation, okay? And under automation is where basically you would manage and edit all of your workflows, okay? This will be key or the essential part whenever you want to edit and create new automations, okay? Not only for um, re-engaging with your leads, but also to send them reminders and any other useful tool that you may need, all right? Now, in order to create a workflow, we have two options. On the top right corner, we do have the options to use a recipe, which works similar to a template, okay? Or to start one from scratch, all right? We're gonna use the recipe option, and it will give us a lot of options in here, okay? So it really depends on what you want to use. Here you will have good examples to test out, especially for engaging with the leads after purchasing a product. All right, now it's loading. Perfect. So the first option is also to start from scratch. So it's gonna lead you to the same place, right? And then as you can see in here, you do have other options to utilize and check. All right, these are free. So they will selecting or importing one of these workflows. It's gonna be really easy. But then after selecting any of them, you need to customize it and tailor it according to your business. Okay. So you do have, for example, abandoned cart recovery emails. Okay, with a brief introduction. Um, Whenever a client or a lead drop off during checkout, recover abandoned carts with 2 emails. You can edit and add more steps into the automations as well, of course. If you use Shopify order plus GPT history, you do have that option as well. And then we have email drip sequences. In this case, for example, depending on the trigger, this can be used really well, right? This is especially used when a condition is met, like they book an appointment and you want them to send a reminder on the next days and things like that, right? That being said, we do have a wide variety of templates in here that you can use or recipes, but I'm gonna go to the first one just as an example, okay? Once you click on select, it will give you a standard workflow, right? This is very straightforward, very simple, as you can see. It always starts with a trigger, right? The trigger can be added and edited according to what you want. For example, let's say that we have an abandoned checkout, okay? And the duration is 10 minutes, right? The duration and the time frame can depending on your needs, but let's save it as it is. Let's say that the cart was abandoned in here, and this will act as the trigger. Once the trigger is activated, the workflow will start. And in this case, we have a wait options of 30 minutes after the cart was abandoned, right? And then an email will kick in here, okay? The email template is can be added, as you can see. This is pre-built for you as well. Okay, right now it's not popping out. Let's go in here. We will probably need to add it. Well, in here, you can add email templates, okay? These can be pre-built for you, or you can pre-build them as well, or you can send an actual email as well, right? Under the templates, you do have the options to select the ones that you already have. I'm gonna use reminder email as an example. And as you can see in here, we have kind of like a template. These can be edited at the moment, okay? This can be deleted, and you can add whatever you want. For example, please don't forget to check out. Appreciate your purchase. And all these things can be edited in here as well. Or if we go back, we're not gonna be saving this, but if we go back and we go to marketing and then email campaigns or templates, this is where you can create your templates as well. As you can see, it's the same list. And in here, if we add on the top right corner, new, you can create an email template from blank or from scratch. You can import email templates if you already have ones created. And you can use the email marketing templates as well, okay? So using email marketing templates as well is very useful if you don't wanna invest so much time in creating one, right? You can select one based on your category or based on a keyword as well. Welcome emails, reminder emails. There are a bunch of different emails in here. So for example, I'm gonna use the keyword purchase or card. No. Let's do business coaching. And it could be let's check. One for promotion or Shopify order confirmation. Here, I like this one better. Here you will see the preview, right? Just continue. This will upload the template into your list. It's taking its time. Okay, and here you can keep editing the email template, right? You can add new elements in here. You can add text as headings, promotion. Then you can add your logo. Basically, the whole email template can be edited. Remember to save the template once you're done. You can change the title of the template as well. And once you're done, you would go back. And this email template is very useful because not only it will help you use it in automations, but also you can send them as email campaigns, right? Under the same section or tab, if you go to campaigns, you do have the options to create the campaigns accordingly, right? Now, going back to the automation in here, and we're gonna go back to recipe. We're gonna select the workflow we used. Here, abandoned cart recovery email. And I'm gonna add the same trigger again. Abandoned checkout, save. The email can be this one. This one is not used as a template, I think. It wasn't created, but you can create one for abandoned cart or as a reminder as well. I don't remember the name of the one I created, but let's use this one as an example. You can save it. In the same place, you can test the workflow or the email. If you scroll all the way down, you just gotta type the email where you wanna be receiving that test campaign or test automation. Something like this. And you just click on send test email to see how it would look like, okay? If you like it, you would save the action. And if you want to publish it on the top right corner, you just need to click on from draft to published and save on the top right corner as well. And if you want to test the whole workflow as well, you just test the workflow and select the contact you want to use, okay? If you don't have a test contact yet, that's one thing you need to create. Let's say that you're new and you don't have a test contact or any contact where you can just test things out. You just gotta go back. First, I wanna save this in draft. We're gonna go back in here. You would select contacts on the left menu, right? And in here you can add an individual contact as a test. It could be your name, test, and a real email address, could be personal one or a test email as well. Please test@gmail.com, and you just save the contact, okay? As you can see here, we have my test contact in here. And if I go back to automation, and this is one I created. If I test the workflow, I can use Chris test, select it, and run the test, okay? And that contact should receive the email, okay? Very straightforward. Once, if it's working properly, you just switch this to published and save, and the automation will be active and it will go live, okay? Let's say that along the ways, while creating the automation or the workflow, it stops or there is an issue. Under execution logs, here you can see the history of the workflow, right? And where it went wrong, okay? Just as a quick reminder, right? A green notification status is good. A red one will be probably an error, and that's where you would need to work on or edit, all right? And you can further view details in here to see when was executed and things like that, all right? If we go back. Now, let's move on to another type of workflow in here. It's loading. Okay. Right. Okay. Now, in relation with the automation we just checked, if we go to marketing and then emails, here's where you can run your email campaigns as well, okay? So let's say that you already set up an automation, not for an abandoned cart, but maybe to follow up with your leads or clients. You can set different type of campaigns in here and automate them and connect them with triggers, all right? The way to do that is going in here under marketing, then emails, and under email campaigns is where you can create just a bunch of different email campaigns, right? They can start as a template in here, the same way we created this one, okay? You can start creating other type of email campaigns, maybe to follow up with your leads, right? And within those email campaigns, you can add sub elements in here, like a shopping cart, or you can add a form as well connected to a button, okay? And within this button, you can just copy the form URL, and that can be used as a trigger as well, right? So let's say you're already purchased and you're done, and you submit it. That button can be used as a trigger as well. If we go back to automation, and then let's use this template. No. Automation. And we're gonna use this template. Okay, as you can see, this can be the trigger once the order form was submitted. You can change in here the form to only form submitted, and then you can start building your automation based on that. Okay, adding a wait step is very useful as well, just not to overwhelm your lead or client. Okay, kind of like an interrupt sequence. Based on if they purchase or if they abandon the cart, you can add tags based on that. Okay, creating tags will help you segregate and differentiate your different leads and clients and the state of your clients, right? Or your customer journey. If it's still a lead or if it became a client, you can separate them and send different type of email automations based on their stage, right? So in this case, I'm gonna use another one. I'm gonna use here. I'm gonna use a small business contact that already purchased one of our products. I'm gonna save this. This tag will be added to the person submitting this form, okay? And an email will be sent to them. Of course, the email can be edited and according or depending on your strategy, the follow-up will be clearly a lot different, okay? The same applies for SMS, same message, but different communication channel, okay? And you can also further edit the workflow and make it longer. I'm gonna use 1 day. And you can keep nurturing your leads and client along this workflow and along the journey. All right, you can send them another email. Again, same thing. You can add a template in here, or you can actually type in the email that you want. Hi, name, congrats on purchasing your product, and you just set up your next steps for this email campaign, okay? Now, once you're done, we would just click on save. Well, in this case, I would need to add a subject. Okay, let's do well, test. Perfect. Okay, and same thing. You can test the workflow out. You can make it and change it to publish, and then you would save to activate the workflow. All right, very straightforward. Now, as far as automation for following up your leads and client goes, this is kind of like the introduction on how you can do it and how you can test them out. The idea would be for you to play a little bit around with this, and the homework that I have for you would be to create a workflow. Okay, you can use a recipe as well. My automation section is working kind of slow today. Okay, here. The idea would be for you to select one regarding a shopping cart or regarding a purchasing frequency topic, okay? The first two are good examples. Let's use the second one. I think we didn't go into this one. It's gonna be kind of like the same process, but with two emails. Same thing. Could be adding the card. Could be an order form submitted, an abandoned cart. If it could be an order placed as well, if it's Shopify, as for example. If there's an order placed or fulfilled, this can also trigger this automation and the email sequences can start kicking in. Okay, the idea would be, again, as a homework for you to test this out, play a little bit around, test the workflow on the top right corner to see if it works, and tailor it according to your business. Okay. Now, any questions on this, on what we covered? I know, Shamin, for you, you are very experienced when it comes to automations. I know you've been here with us many times. So on your end, it would be um, very easy. Hi, Chueni. Nice meeting you. I didn't see you there.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Happy Friday, by the way.
Okay, yes. Okay, this is great. We're sort of at a basic level of beginning. So my question is, we're in the coaching, leadership training business. We wondering how can you, I've seen you went to several templates. So I would like you to just take us through, like, we get a lead and get them to send them an email to make an appointment for a discovery call, a 30-minute discovery call. Then once they confirm, send them do you call it a lead magnet, a freebie, some ebook or something like that, a gift. Then once they've set their appointment, to remind them of their appointments. Are there specific templates for this industry, coaching and business consulting, that are
Uh,
already like we can just,
for
because they've
specifically
seen, yeah. Okay,
for free
thanks.
books, for specifically for free books, you might want to check the templates that are offered under business coaching and consulting. Don't really know if there are specifically for those topics. Probably there might be one for sure. If not, you can tailor the closest template according to your needs. And then if you wanna um, connect it with an automation, maybe what you could do is let's say that you want it to be a discovery call. You would need to create a calendar for that discovery call. Um, Once the calendar is created, the calendar will have a link, and you can create an email campaign and a button that says book an appointment with us. That could be a button with that link. Once the lead or the client books an appointment, that can be used as a trigger for the automation to kick in. And in there, in the
Mhm.
automation, you can send an email with the freebie. That's an option.
Okay. So for the emails, are there specific templates for the industry? Like I saw the one like the abandoned cart, the abandoned trolley, where you had specific, which were easy just to modify. So I was wondering if there's something similar.
Yeah, since there are a lot of templates, I wouldn't know if there's one specifically for the freebies, but we can check in here real
Okay.
quick. Let's go to campaigns. We're gonna create one again with a template. Yeah, as I mentioned, we have different topics and we were
Yes.
looking for business coaching and consulting. And in here, you'll have a lot of options. As you can see, you can load more and more. But in relation of a freebie being offered, you can use maybe promotion, and instead of promoting products, you can promote the freebie. In here, you just might wanna play a little bit around with the templates and see which one fits your business strategy, right?
Okay.
I'm just checking and skimming real quick through all of these. Not seeing any freebie option.
Yeah, I see
Maybe.
there's membership. Oh, no, that's membership. Welcome
Yeah,
email.
exactly. I just unchecked the business coaching and consulting filter,
Okay.
but you will have like a lot of different type of email campaigns for sure. Not only depending on the category, but also according to tags. Okay.
Okay.
You just gotta check the one that fits. And if it's
Okay.
incomplete, you can just edit it and tailor it according to what you need, okay?
Okay. Great.
Perfect. All right. Well, as far as today's session goes, that would be it. The idea would be for you to test out one of the automations or templates or recipes regarding a purchasing process, okay? If you wanna come in into the next sessions, we every day we have a different kind of like topic, right? Fridays are usually purchasing frequency topics, but then on Monday we have usually the basic software onboarding for the specific integrations that can be used within sales process. And every day we in the office hours, you might want to check those hours and see if you need any help or any training based on that, okay? And also in the sales process university, you might find previous trainings that might help you out with your learning process, okay? With that being said, I appreciate the time, Shamim, Gerald, Chiweni. Um, okay, I do see a question from Gerald. Uh, what if one wants to get notification alerts once the lead has submitted a form? There is an option. That's a good question. There is an option within the workflow that gives you an internal notification. Let me try and show you real quick. Let's go to automation. We're gonna go to this one. Let's say that the trigger in here is order form submitted. So when they submit the form, you can add a step in here and you can activate send internal notification via SMS, via notification, via email, whatever you need. Something for you. Hi, Chris. New lead submitted a form, or this is just a test, right? You would save this. Oh, I need a subject test and all users and just save. And here you would have the internal notification. Okay. So once the trigger is activated, an internal notification will be sent to you. And then the rest will be mainly for the lead. An email will be sent to them, another email, and things like that. Okay. just test the internal notification feature, and with that, you will be able to receive a notification when someone purchases a product or books an appointment. The internal notification is very useful, just for you to be updated. Okay. All right, guys. Again, appreciate the time. That would be it for today. If anything, check the Sales Process University and the office hours to stay in touch and to keep improving your and tailoring your business. Okay. I hope you'll have a nice weekend and take care. All right. Bye bye.